What's up, Broomies? It's Brooke Waldorf. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another themed tarot reading. So, first of all, I have to just say that if you follow me on Instagram, shameless self-promo, follow me on Instagram, but if you follow me on Instagram and you're like, Brooke, where's the Disney reading you promised us? Don't worry, it's coming. But Ariel, the Funko Pop, is taking her sweet ass time to get to my place. So I decided to go ahead and do this reading, the Brady Bunch reading, first. So this one's a weird one. I've actually been requested to do this question many times, and I always thought it was kind of strange, and I didn't really know how I would do it. But here we are. I think I figured it out. It is a weird one. It's a fun one. I've already filmed it, but just have fun with it, as with every reading, because these are general readings. But anyways, this reading is going to be themed to the Brady Bunch. It's all about your potential future marriage and children, your family life, if you will. And we're going to get into all of that with the cards, the handwritten messages, all of that good stuff. And I themed it to the Brady Bunch because I love the Brady Bunch. I've loved it since I was a kid. I literally have the Brady Bunch CD. It's like the very best of the Brady Bunch or something like that. I used to listen to it nonstop as a kid. I just discovered it's on Apple Music, so I've been listening to it, which is super embarrassing. But I was obsessed with the Brady Bunch as a kid. I used to like rush home. It was like, when I was a kid, it was like on, I think, Nickelodeon in like the afternoon, which is so weird to me. Like, why? I don't know. But I remember like rushing home from school when I was like 7, 8 years old to watch the Brady Bunch after school. So yeah, I freaking love the Brady Bunch, and I've been watching, I have the DVDs, so I've been watching it as a way to cope through the terrors of the world right now. So come join me in this wholesome romp of a reading about your future married life and children themed to the Brady Bunch. I'm going to go ahead and put the groups up on the screen. Go ahead, take a second, choose whichever group or groups you're feeling particularly drawn to. As always, you can choose more than one group, and of course this is a general reading, so please have fun with it, especially this one. It is it's a strange reading, so please don't take anything too seriously, have some fun with it. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, you can go ahead and do that through my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. I renew all of my listings Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But without further ado, let's get it going with Group 1, Greg. All right, Group 1, let's go ahead and get into it. So what is your married life going to be like? And then, of course, we'll get into your possible children in the handwritten messages. So let's get into it. Well, it's very interesting. I'm digging this vibe here, honestly, with this 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, because it's such a, I can't think of the word, dear God, but it's such an interesting combo, because the 5 of Pentacles is that energy of lack, and financially it can definitely signify, not having enough, or just feeling like you're not getting anywhere, you're not growing in your career, things aren't coming together. And then the 10 of Pentacles, if anything, is almost the exact opposite. The 10 of Pentacles is stability, financial stability. But more importantly than that, I love, personally, the 10 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. And it's also one of my favorite cards to get in a love reading as well, because the 10 of Pentacles not only represents that financial stability, but it also represents family stability, romance, love, just all of the above. I'm back to rhyming, apparently. I don't feel like I've done that in a while, but I didn't mean to, I swear. But the 10 of Pentacles is like everything for me. It's every kind of stability. To me, this is telling me there's a lot of earth energy here. We have the Queen of Pentacles right here. Whether you're interested in men or women, it doesn't matter. This doesn't have to represent a woman. This is, to me, I think this is your spouse's energy, your future spouse's energy, and there's a very good chance that they could be an earth sign. I will pull some zodiac charms for your kids, but as far as, well, your potential future kids. But anyway, but as far as your partner goes, your spouse, I do think that for a lot of you guys, they could definitely be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles for me typically represents, abundance, financial abundance, creation. I also think of her typically as an entrepreneur, which goes right in line with that 10 of Pentacles energy. I feel like, okay, well, here's the thing. For me, the 10 of Pentacles is my power couple card. So a lot of times that signifies that Either you guys are going to be in the same industry and kind of become a power couple because you're both in this working in the same industry, or it can signify that you guys coming together, you might create a business together. So I do have this feeling that your love life and career are somehow intertwined. For some of you, I think it'll be that you meet because of your similar careers or working in the same industry. And for others of you, it could very well be that you guys create a business together once you are together. But I feel like when you guys meet, you're not going to be financially sound. So for some of you, that may mean meeting at a younger age. We do have the Page of Swords here. Pages represent fresh new starts. They're very youthful energies. So for a lot of you guys, this could be a signal that you're going to meet your person when you're younger, in like your 20s. Now, if you're already out of your 20s, that doesn't mean you've missed this person. It just means that you're probably going to be in a new stage of life. So basically, I'm kind of feeling two major possibilities here. For some of you guys, I think you're going to meet your person pretty young, before you are really financially stable and stable in your career, but you will get there together. And for others of you, if you're going to be a little bit older, I feel like basically you'll be starting a new journey, and it'll revolve around your career, and that's how you're going to meet. So pages, like I said, pages to me represent new journeys, beginning new journeys. So especially the Page of Swords, it's such a excellent energy of communication. So also could be that a lot of you guys work in a field or are going to be transitioning into working in a field where communication is very important. There's a lot. I'm not going to sit here and name them all. I was literally about to, and then I was like, Brooke, no, they're going to get so bored. But anything where communication is very important. So it might be that you're working a different job right now, and then you decide to switch. And for some of you, I am getting that feeling of you're going to maybe start fresh at a new career at an older age, It has this feel of you changing course. Like you might be working a job for, years and years, and then all of a sudden you're like, I want to switch it up. And then you do it. And then that's how you meet the right person. Because the Five of Pentacles for me also, this kind of has that feeling of working a job that you hate, but sorry, I feel like I just screamed, but if that was really loud, I'm really sorry. But we have the Justice card here. So to me, it's saying that whatever this career is that you don't love, it's there for a reason. I think, justice is all about divine timing. It's based on our karma, our free will. I've had some comments recently where people are like, divine timing doesn't exist. That's magical thinking. Well, guess what? No, it's not. Shut up. So actually, whatever. You're entitled to your opinions. But for me personally, the way I always describe divine timing, especially in private readings for people, is divine timing is based on our free will. It's not like, on this magical date on October 15th, 2020, you're going to meet your true love no matter what. To me, personally, that's not what I think divine timing is. I think it's based on our free will. And that's exactly what the Justice card is. The Justice card is our karma. It's saying if you make the right decisions for you to get you on that path, that's when you're going to meet your person. So again, for a lot of you guys, this has a strong feeling of career being intertwined with your love life and intertwined with how and when you're going to meet the person that you end up with for life. And so again, it's based on your choices. So just follow your intuition. You'll know. Because, this is like your hero's journey. I feel like I've done this. I've worked jobs that I hated for years before I finally took that leap of faith and started doing what I really wanted to do. And so that's the feeling I get for you guys. This is part of your path. So don't feel bad if you're feeling stuck, if you're in that Five of Pentacles energy now. You'll get out of it. Just listen to your intuition. There's a time for everything. So again, that's just my personal definition of divine timing. I think it's based on, our choices, our free will. We can push things off. My Maryland accent is coming out strong, by the way. Our free will. Now I sound like a pirate. Okay. But it's based on our free will. You can't unhear it now, can you? Well, let's move on to your oracle card. So we've got be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Yeah, I think you guys are kind of hardcore in that Five of Pentacles energy right now. I think you're feeling that lack probably in all areas of your life. You might be working a career right now that you don't love and you don't know how to get out of it and how to get onto something that you want to do. You might be feeling like you might have been single for a long time and feeling like you're just never going to find the right person. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling from you guys. But I love this card because this is all about stay in the present moment and dream of the future. So A lot of times when we're focused, and I do this, I am actively trying to stay in the moment. It's something I've been working on for the last like week or so, especially because it's so easy to focus on the future or focus on the past. And if we're living in the past, you can't go back to the past as much as you want to. So it's just going to make you feel bad. And if you're too focused on the future never comes. You're just kind of wasting your life away by always being focused on the future, the what ifs, the how do I get there's. I think you guys need to work a little bit more on being in the present moment and kind of just making the best of the situation you're in currently, because I really do feel like you're going to have this kind of inspiration. The Page of Swords is almost giving me Ace of Swords vibes, where the Ace of Swords represents, clarity. It can represent communication as well. So somebody kind of saying something to you to get like that spark going in your head. I feel like you guys are close to an epiphany for most of you. Again, I think it's going to be in regards to your career. And I think a career move is what's going to get you on the track to meeting your spouse. And again, as far as your married life, if you plan on getting married, hope to get married, I think, again, it might start out in a place of, you're not, again, I don't think you guys are going to be like super well off when you meet, but you will get there eventually. Also, I'm just feeling I'm feeling such an earthy vibe. I'm just feeling such a nurturing vibe. I feel like the person you're going to end up with is just going to be really nurturing and caring. I'm getting this feeling too that they're going to be very good with finances. So if you're maybe not, if you don't pay attention to your finances as well as you should, or, whatever it may be, I just get the feeling that this person is very, very practical, very good with the money. And again, I just get like a very sweet vibe, just like I don't know how else to explain them. I'm just getting a very like nurturing, sweet vibe. Okay, then we've got miracles and blessings. Everything. Oh, that's interesting. Everything has its gifts. Yeah. Again, like I was saying, I get this feeling that you're in that lack energy now. You're wanting life to be better. You're wanting to get to that next kind of like level, whether that be love, career, both, whatever it may be for you. But everything has its gift. You're on the right path. So I know this is like a marriage and children reading, but if you're feeling like you're not on the right path, like in your life or in career or whatever you are, even if you're struggling right now, even if it's hard right now, it will get better. You just have to keep pushing forward. Believe me, I had many a year where I was quite miserable and I was very lost and did not know what I was doing, but I've come out the other end. I still have work to do, of course, obviously, but I'm in a better place now than I've been in years, and you can get there too. Like, this is going to make you stronger. This is going to make you more confident, and this is going to make it so you're able to go after your dreams. I love this. Okay, so then we've got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, I love this energy. So the honeymoon card to me is just making me feel like you guys are just going to have that like kind of almost puppy love. Like, there's an innocence around this person. It's hard to describe like what the feeling that I'm feeling, but it's kind of almost like an innocence. This person has like a pure heart. This is not someone who's going to use you. This is not someone who is going to cheat on you, who is just in it for, sex or whatever. Like, it's hard to describe the feeling I'm getting, but it's almost an innocence, like a pureness. Like, this person has a pure heart. They're a really solid human, and they're only going to be interested in you. They're only going to have eyes for you. And I kind of almost feel like you're going to have that honeymoon period kind of forever. I mean, obviously, the height of like the honeymoon, like that can't last forever, but I just feel like you guys are just gonna be so in love with each other that underlying feeling of like the honeymoon is gonna always be there. Okay, then we've got divine intervention. I'm not gonna read it, so if you want to pause, feel free to pause. And then your final card from the same deck is delays and blocks. Okay, again, if you want to read it, pause it. Okay. So delays and blocks and divine intervention. Well, the divine intervention is interesting because, again, I am getting such a strong feeling of your career and love life being intertwined that I really think that at some point there is going to be this divine intervention that switches your career path. Because the delays and blocks, to me, this is saying that it's not time yet. You're not in the right place just yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, this is part of your journey. You're where you're supposed to be. But to me, it's feeling like you're not meeting your person yet because you're not in the right space career-wise yet. And there's going to be this divine intervention that gives you that spark, that kind of Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, like moment that I'm feeling of that clarity of like, oh my God, like this is the career I want to go after. Like I want to do this. I want to switch it up. And that's what's going to lead to you finding your person. So anyways, let's get to your handwritten messages. We're going to find out about your potential future children. So the first one is, how many kids will you have? So let's find out. All right, the 3 almost came out. Let's see if that's what you guys end up with. Oh my God, it is. I can see it through the back. Okay, so 3. That one really wanted to come out. All right. And remember, of course, this is a general reading, guys. Have fun with this. Now, we want to see girl or a boy. So we'll pull 3 of these, and we'll find out. So girls, boys, what we got? What we got going on here for group 1? And they're 3 beautiful, currently imaginary children. All right, you guys, we've got a boy, we've got a girl, and we've got a girl. All right, 2 girls and a boy. And then how about this one? Will you adopt? So are any of your children going to be adopted? Oops, sorry. Why am I saying sorry? Oh. All right. Okay, yes, but also have biological children as well. So perhaps maybe you really want that boy. Maybe you have a couple girls, you really wanted a girl and a boy, and you decide, why don't we adopt? Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know what the circumstances are going to be, because again, this is for fun. But yes, biological children and possibly adopting as well. Okay, so this one is totally for fun. I mean, again, these are general readings. They're all for fun. But what Brady Bunch issue will you face? And then I'll pull you 3 zodiac charms as well for your 3 lovely children. Let's see what we've got. So what Brady Bunch issue will you face? Whoa, geez. Okay. All right. So you guys have... Ah, yes, classic. One of your kids gets hit in the nose by a football and then dumped by their jerk of a boyfriend or girlfriend. Oof, good luck with that one. All right, so let's pull you guys some zodiac charms to close the reading out. Let's see what we've got for you, group 1. All right, we've got Virgo, Capricorn. Look at I'm telling you, man, the earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius, which of course is fire. But I always say this, I always think of Sagittarius as kind of an earthy sign, even though obviously they're fire. But I feel like a lot of Sagittarius have very kind of like earthy qualities to them. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Virgo, 2 earth signs and a fire signs for your possible future children. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this kooky little reading, it was a weird one, I'll admit it, but I've gotten this request a lot, so I went with it. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, time for group 2, Marcia. Okay, group 2, I am feeling your reading already. So let's get into it. Let's talk about your married life, and then we'll get into your kids with those handwritten messages. So I'm living for this energy. I don't know like what else to say. Okay. First and foremost, immediately the feeling I'm getting is that I just really feel like the person that you're going to end up with is just going to treat you like the king or queen that you are. Like, oh my God. Like, there is just such a romantic Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. There's such like a romantic vibe going on here. And then that Empress just chilling on her throne. Like, I just really feel like they are going to treat you like the king or queen that you truly deserve to be treated like. And generally, I feel like people that, for the most part, I mean, not always, but just a feeling that I feel like you guys have probably and or will probably go through a lot of crappy relationships, a lot of like one-sided. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I mean, this is a general reading, whatever. I can be wrong, but but I just get the feeling that a lot of you guys have been in a lot of like one-sided relationships where you just haven't been treated as well as you deserve. And I think that maybe has kind of beaten you down and made you think that you don't deserve it. Like, I can relate so much. Like, I've done that so many times too, where, you know, you settle and then you just keep settling and then you believe that that's all you're worth. And so I feel like you guys have gone through some crappy relationships like that, but oh man, this person is really going to help you see what you really are worth. And you really are the Empress. You are that beautiful energy of just love and beauty and everything. I love the Empress. The Empress is definitely a card of self-love and self-confidence. And I feel like you're going to get to a really good place before you meet this person. And then they're just going to take you over the edge, because then you're going to realize, oh my God, like this is what I deserved this whole time. Like, what was I doing? Like, I know, same. I'm with you. But there's just such a romantic energy. I feel like you're going to start out as friends. 3 of Cups to me is like friendship energy. It's celebratory energy. This is also just making me think like wedding vibes. Like, I just think, oof, you're going to look amazing on your wedding day. Like, amazing. I don't know. I don't know why that seems so important. I didn't talk about the wedding in group 1 at all. And that wasn't something that I was going to focus on. But I'm wondering if maybe you guys are also the type of people who are like, I don't even care about, like, because literally same. Like, I don't even care about like a wedding anymore. Especially as I get older, I'm like, blech, I could care less. Like, save my money, go to the courthouse, like whatever. But I feel like for the most part, you guys are people that I don't feel like you really care about like a wedding. Like, I think you want to be married and you want to have that security and that love and that romance, but I think most of you guys don't necessarily care about a wedding, but I think you're going to get a kick-ass wedding. Like, that's what it feels like. Because all I'm seeing in my head is just like beautiful, like magical wedding vibes. Like, my one friend got married in New Orleans and it was like the most magical experience. And like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Maybe some of you will get married in New Orleans. Who knows? But yeah, I do think it's going to start out as a friendship. It's going to be just a very deep connection. The 2 of Cups for me typically represents past life connections. The World card in love readings also a lot of times represents past life connections for me. The World can definitely signify somebody from a different part of the world. So someone who is from a different culture, a different ethnicity, a different country, different background. No matter what, though, the World card does usually for me represent someone who's just very different from you, even like, you know, personality wise and just on so many levels. So this, to me, this is like my favorite message to get. I love this vibe so much. Even like on the 2 of Cups, how the one is like standing on water, the other one's on land. And they look very different. And it's giving me kind of these vibes of like meeting somebody from like across the world. Like, I don't know. I'm just really feeling that for a lot of you guys, this person's probably going to be from another country. Kind of weirdly also feeling like this person is going to be bilingual. Maybe you too are also bilingual. Very interesting. I'm loving this. But yeah, having the 2 of Cups and the World for me is usually very much a signal that you guys are just going to be very different. And it's the kind of relationship where on paper, people would look at you and go like, well, how does that work? Like, they're so different. Like, how do they have anything in common? But you do. And it just works. Like, to me, this is a relationship that's just going to flow. Now, of course, all relationships have issues. Nobody's perfect. That's not attainable. That's not realistic. That's not what I'm saying. It's not going to be perfect. But overall, I just get the feeling that you guys are going to love each other on such and understand each other on such a deep level that even though you're so different, I feel like compromise is going to be very easy for the 2 of you. Because again, I think it's going to be based in friendship. You're going to really love each other more than just skin deep, more than just being attracted to each other. To me, this has such, you know, all the water energy, that's emotions, that's psychic energy. Again, I feel like this is a past life connection, which means you have a very strong connection with this person. You're likely going to recognize them right away when you see them for the first time. And with this Knight of Cups, I just get this feeling that they're going to be very romantic towards you. I think they're going to be doing, you know, most of like the moves, and I just get this feeling that they're gonna what's the word I'm looking for? Pursue. They're gonna pursue you, I feel like. Like, it's gonna be almost a bit of an old-fashioned but modern courtship, if that makes any sense. it's almost like it feels like an old-fashioned courtship, but with a modern twist. I feel like a lot of you might either meet like while traveling or while they're traveling to where you live, or meeting online. So again, to me, it feels like there's a bit of like a modern twist. Like a lot of this is going to be happening over the internet first. Because again, I am getting this feeling that it'll start out as a friendship, which makes sense. If you're living like in different countries and you can't see each other that often, it makes sense that to start, it would be more of a friendship and then turn into more. So I love this. Let's get your oracle cards. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. We've got slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. Okay, definitely. The feeling I'm getting is you are going to be interested in this person right away, and they're going to be interested in you right away too. But you're going to probably want to rush it because of that. Because again, the past life connection, having that instant recognition, you're going to be like, oh, great, this is my person. Let's go. But it's saying to slow down, allow things to unfold. This is going to be a slow burn of a relationship. You're going to want it to be like super romantic right away. And that's not going to be the case. It will happen. But again, I think because of the distance, you guys are going to start more as a friendship and things are going to build over time. Okay, then we've got love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. This is wild because this goes literally right in line with what I was saying at the beginning of how I feel like you have accepted relationships and people that treat you less than how you should be treated. And again, like same. And I feel like this is it, like 100%, like you are amazing. You need to find that love for yourself first. And you know what? I feel like a lot of you guys have been working on that, especially just during the state of like the world. And I don't know. I just feel like a lot of you guys have been really working on your self-love over the last few months. And yeah, this is just saying to love who you are. You're wonderful and you deserve the world, essentially. So let's get your oracle cards. We're already doing your oracle cards. What am I talking about? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Oh my God. Yes, literally. I love this. First of all, again, to me, this has just such a like, I love the imagery of these two people and just kind of like the position they're in, how they're looking at each other. Like this is exactly what I feel like for your energy is just that like utter God, I don't even know how to put it into words, but I think you know what I'm trying to say because I'm sure you can tell by the picture as well. Again, it is, you're just going to have such a deep connection with this person. And I just feel like, you know, those like older couples that have been married for like 50 years and they're still crazy in love with each other and they're all like adorable and like you're just like, oh, it's like that famous line from Clueless. It makes me think like, oh, old people can be so sweet. Like, like, you know, those couples, like that's going to be you someday. Okay. So we've literally got true love. You got true love twice. So I am going to actually read this. This love is real and true. This is a healthy, emotional, and genuine connection with another, or you are manifesting a high vibrational relationship. You are giving and receiving more love in your life. This may pertain to you reaching the vibration of unconditional love. And I feel like this unconditional love is for yourself. Again, I think a lot of you guys are working on that now, and that's awesome. But remember, you don't have to be perfect to manifest your true love because perfection doesn't exist. But we can always improve, you know, our self-love. And I think that's important. And I think that's an important message for you guys. And then your final card is divine counterpart. This person is a divine counterpart. Check it out. So if you want to read this whole thing, you can pause it. I don't want to read these cards fully. But this is beautiful. You got literally divine counterpart and true love twice. Like that's insane. Yeah, you guys are going to have the romance of a lifetime. I'm here for it. Okay, but let's get your handwritten messages. Let's find out about your potential future children. So let's go ahead and find out how many kids are you guys going to have. Oh, geez. I can already see it. Oh, geez. All right. Why not? 5 kids. All right, girls, boys, what do we got? Let's find out. Oof. All right. First one is a girl. Second one is a girl. Oh, geez, 5 kids. Next one is a girl. All right, wow, 3 girls. Actually, I don't know why I'm shuffling. These are all boys because I did 3 girls, 3 boys because I didn't think anyone would get 5. So we've got 3 girls and 2 boys, but I mean, who knows? I probably should have written more of these, but what are you going to do? This is for fun, okay, people? All right, put your pitchforks down. I'm just kidding. So now we're going to ask, will you adopt? So will any of your children be adopted? We've got yes. Okay, so with 5 children, seems legit. I mean, I know people have 5 biological children, which just blows my mind. Like, more power to you. I am terrified of childbirth, but I would say perhaps at least one of these children will be adopted. But let's see. Now, this whole reading is just totally for fun. But this is really just for fun. What Brady Bunch issue will you face? I had to tie in the theme, so. And then I'm going to pull you some zodiac charms for your 5 children. All right. What Brady Bunch issue will you guys face? Okay, your kid has an unrequited crush, so they make up an imaginary boyfriend or girlfriend. If they pull out a name with kitchen appliances like George Glass or Amanda Toaster Oven, watch out. A classic moment in sitcom history. All right, let's get you guys some zodiac charms for your future possible children. Let's see what we've got going on here. All right, first one is Sagittarius. Well, actually, you know what? I should probably there we go. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Okay, the last group also got Sag and Capricorn. Interesting. They also got Virgo, so let's see if you guys get Virgo. Aries. Pisces. And Virgo. Oh my god. Okay, so you got literally the 3 that group 1 got, plus Aries and Pisces. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching this totally weird reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new, consider subscribing for more kooky content. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, time for group 3, Peter. All right, group 3, let's get into it. So we're going to talk about your married life, and then with the handwritten messages and some zodiac charms, we'll talk about your potential future children. So let's get into it. The first thing that I have to say that I just think is kind of cute and funny is that the 8 of Pentacles, I don't know why, but lately, maybe it's just because I've been watching way too much Brady Bunch lately to cope with the just terror that's going on in the world right now. But the 8 of Pentacles makes me think of the dad, Mike Brady, because he was an architect. And I don't know why this lately has been making me like think of his office. So I just think that's really cute. But anyway, let's get into it. Well, first and foremost, we've got that King of Wands here. You know what? I'm already feeling like this has similar undertones to group 1. So if you felt drawn to 1 and you haven't watched it, maybe also watch that one if you want to. Because this to me has a feeling of your career and love life being intertwined, and group 1 had a very similar message going on there. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So the King of Wands for me it's funny. King of Wands to me is very entrepreneurial energy, and group 1 had the Queen of Pentacles, which is another card that I think of very much as entrepreneurial energy. So again, interesting parallels. But your person could perhaps be a fire sign, could also be that you're a fire sign, but I'm feeling this more, for the person you're going to end up with, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So they could very well be a fire sign, but also I just get the feeling that they're just a very ambitious person, very much a go-getter, someone who's very passionate about the work that they do. And I do think that career is going to play a role in you guys meeting. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is like the apprenticeship card. This is talking about learning as you work. In fact, this person might be somebody that is teaching you something. So this could be like somebody training you. It could be that maybe you start out at like a company or something as like an intern or an apprentice. And then this person ends up being your coworker. Like, I just get this feeling of, for most of you, sorry, I just hit the thing. This is weirdly specific. It's giving me this vibe of like, I feel like this is so specific, so I'm sorry, but I feel like they're going to be in some position above you to start. Again, I'm getting this feeling of them maybe like training you. Again, you starting out at like an entry level position or an internship or something like that. And nothing's going to happen between you. Maybe there's a little flirtation. Maybe there's a little crush, but there's like nothing going on, because that would be unprofessional. But I'm getting the feeling that eventually down the line, something will end up happening between the two of you. Maybe you'll end up in different, oh my God, what's it called? Like departments, like in different departments, or you're just end up on the same level, career wise. So it's not like somebody is like above the other person, like in pay grade or whatever. Because we've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is all about growth and time and patience. And the Seven of Pentacles makes me think of like, you got to let things happen organically. You're going to want things to happen right away, but it's not going to be the right timing. It's going to, and again, I don't even necessarily feel like you're going to want something to happen right away. I think, yeah, maybe you'll like them. I think you guys are going to get along right away, but I think the attraction is going to build. The connection is going to build over time. It's not something that's going to happen like boom right away. This doesn't have that feeling to me of like, oh my God, I've just seen you for the first time and I'm totally in love. It's like, it's not love at first sight. It's not that. That ain't it. To me, it's like, have you ever had like a friend where you've just been friends with them and then all of a sudden, like 2 years into your friendship, you're like, holy crap, I have a crush on so-and-so. Like that's kind of the feeling that this has to me. Again, I think it's going to be something that happens over time. To start out, again, they might be in a position that's higher up than you. Or for those of you, if you're not like working together, it could just be that you work it could be that you work in similar industries and maybe you reach out to this person for like some advice or some guidance. It could be like almost a bit of like a mentorship to start out with, but it turns into a friendship and then turns into love. There's just so much, growth I feel like going on here. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune too, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of growth because the Wheel of Fortune is all about kind of ending cycles, starting new chapters because you're ending a cycle. Again, there's a lot of growth. There's a lot going on here. I feel like your situation is going to be complicated, but not in a bad way. Again, to me, it really feels like to start out, to me, it almost has this feeling that like, they might train you at a job, or they might be like a mentor or something like that. And then you might not even like see them for like a year or two or something. And then all of a sudden they come back into your life and everything's different. Like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting for you guys. Almost feels like a movie to me. This feels like a story in a movie or something, but that's what it feels like to me. High Priestess is talking about listening to your intuition. Again, you're going to know when the time is right. Cause I get this feeling, literally timing is everything. Like there's so many relationships. Well, okay, not that many, but there's like a couple of relationships in my past where I think about like, man, if the timing had just been right, like that could have been the person I ended up with, but the timing was wrong. And you know what I mean? And you hear people all the time say that timing is everything. And it's really true. And so again, I almost feel like the first time they're in your life is not going to be the time to move forward. And I think there might be a part of you at some point that wants it to, but your intuition is going to know. So listen to your intuition because you will be guided to make kind of the right decisions as far as this connection goes. Because again, to me, it feels like you're going to come together. It's not going to be the right time. At some point, you might want it to be, but your intuition is going to say nope. And you're going to listen to that. And you're going to, again, I think they might kind of leave your life for a while. And then it feels like they'll come back, and then that's when it's going to happen. So let's get your oracle cards. So we've got choose love. You always have a choice, or I guess you always have a choice. Make yours with love. Interesting. Choose love. This is giving me like a weird vibe. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like the feeling I'm getting is very much like what I was just describing with, it's not the right time. Like I do feel like there's going to be a point where you want to move forward, but you know intuitively it's not time. And this to me is giving me that feeling of like, if it's meant to be, it will be. And I feel like you're just going to be like really hardcore in that energy of truly being like, I'm like staring at this butterfly, like let it flutter away. If it's meant to be, they'll come back. Like that's the feeling I'm getting with this choose love card. And then we've got The union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. Oh, interesting. So this one to me is actually very similar to the message group 2 got. That I feel like you guys are going to be very different. It might be for some of you guys a bit of an age gap. That might be partially what it is, because again, I get this feeling of them being in some sort of position of authority to start. Again, to me, the feeling it has is they're going to have some sort of authority over you. Then they're going to go away, and then they're going to come back, and you guys are going to be like equals. Again, it feels like career related. So, it might be that maybe they're ahead of you career-wise because maybe they're like a few years older than you. Maybe they're like 5 to 10 years older than you, and there's an age gap. So that doesn't, again, these are general readings. So just have fun with literally everything I say. Don't take anything too seriously, obviously. But for some of you, that could very well be the case, is that there's a bit of an age gap. And that's why the love connection defies explanation. Also, this card to me it typically represents people that are just very different from one another. Your personalities, your interests. On paper, it may look like, well, like, how does this work? But it just does. And to me, those are the most beautiful relationships of all. I just feel like this is going to be a quote unquote, like, not a societal norm type of relationship. Again, that could mean so many different things. I'm not going to sit here and like list the 700 the 700 things that it could be, but I just feel like there's something, again, for some of you, I think it'll be a decent age gap. But for others of you, there's so many things that it could be. And so just, you'll know in your heart if you feel like, oh, it must mean this. Like, it just to me seems like the relationship is not going to be something that is just like the quote unquote societal norm, typical relationship. Like, there's something that's going to be very different from most people around you. But that's what makes your union that much more beautiful. Anyway, I love this energy. This honestly has similarities to group 2 as well. But anyway, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Yeah, tying back to like the high priestess and that kind of the intuition, I think you're going to know. Again, maybe not right away, but at some point, I just feel like you're going to know, and you're going to know that you need to separate before you can come together. I just feel you being like, I don't know how to describe it other than just like in the flow. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I think you guys probably know what I mean. So we've got have faith. If you want to read this, go ahead and pause. I'm not going to read it. But we've got have faith. And then we've also got patience. Okay, I will read this one. There are things that have yet to unfold in this situation. Trust the wait and have patience. Everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. There's a reason a connection or opportunity may not be happening yet. Trust in divine timing. So yeah, patience and have faith totally goes in line with what I was feeling of you guys coming together, it not being the right time, spending some time apart, and then coming back together, and that it is the right time. So you're going to have faith and patience, because you're going to know the high priestess. You're going to have that intuitive pull. Also, a little soapbox that I kind of went on in group 1 about divine timing, because I don't know why I got an influx, and by influx I mean like 3 of comments recently talking about how like divine timing is bullshit. Sure, you're entitled to your opinion, but personally, I don't want to have to define divine timing every time, so I won't, but I just feel like I really want to do it in this reading. Personally, what I believe, and again, we're all entitled to our own opinions, I don't believe that divine timing is like a magical date. Like you were put on this earth to meet your true love on October 15th, 2022. Like, to me, that's not what it is. I believe that divine timing is based on our free will, based on the choices that we make, based on the directions that we go in. So just in case, that I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that. Anyway, moving on, Brooke. No one cares. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's get your handwritten messages and find out about your potential future children. So how many kids will you have with this person? All right. No. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? Maybe for some of you, whatever. Like, I can't with the 5. Like, I was literally, like, group 2 got 5. I was literally like, Brooke, why did you even write this? Like, let's pull another one. Okay. It's going to be 4. No, 3. Okay. All right. So we're going to take both of those. If you really want 5 kids, sure, maybe you'll have 5 kids. But for the rest of you, maybe you'll have 3, which is interesting also because group 1 got 3, group 2 got 5. So that's interesting. Maybe that's also just a message that if you were drawn to one of these other groups, maybe watch it. But let's find out girl or boy. Now, the reason I got annoyed with 5 is because I didn't think anyone was even going to get 5. So I just wrote 3 girls, 3 boys. So it's kind of pointless to shuffle for 5. So I'm going to shuffle for the 3. So sorry, but that's just how we're going to do it today. All right. So 3 kids, girls or boys. All right. Jeez, come back. All right. This one is it's a girl. Everyone's having lots of girls. The girls keep popping out. 2 girls and and a boy. All right. I think that might be exactly what group 1 got. But anyway, then we've also got will you adopt? So let's see if any of your children are going to be adopted. This one. Yes. Okay. Everyone got adopting. So doesn't mean that, you'll adopt all of your children, but maybe some of you will. If you can't have biological children, of course. But yeah, all 3 groups got adopting. Love that. Okay. So this whole reading is just for fun, obviously. It's a general reading, but this is really totally for fun. So what Brady Bunch issue will you face with your future children, huh? Let's find out. And then I'll pull you some zodiac charms as well for your possible future children. All right, what Brady Bunch issue will you face? Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got here. All right. We've got one of your kids gets hit in the nose by a football and then dumped by their jerk of a boyfriend or girlfriend. Oof, good luck with that one. All right, classic Brady Bunch. All right, let's get you guys 3 zodiac charms. All right, we've got Aries, Scorpio. Oh, you're going to have your hands full. And Leo. 2 fire and water. Aries, Leo, Scorpio. And I'll pull 2 more for those of you because I know somebody in the comments is going to be mad that I was like, no, I'm not pulling 5. But I'll pull 5 zodiac charms. The other 2 are Libra and Sagittarius. All right. So your possible children's zodiac signs, you guys. But anyway, if you enjoyed this totally weird freaking reading and you're new, please consider subscribing, although I don't know why you'd want to because this one was really weird. But I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me and this Brady Bunch themed reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you're doing well, staying safe, keeping your sanity intact, all of that good fun stuff. Keep your eyes peeled for that Disney reading. Again, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, maybe do that if you feel like it. If you're not subscribed, maybe do that if you feel like it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye guys.